Hey guys, how's it going? So, excuse the fact that there's no music. When you alt-tab the game, you don't get any music. It's one of those games where the game doesn't give you any audio when you are alt-tabbed. But then anyway, uh, that's just one of the issues before we even get into the game. But we are going to check out this game today. The game's name is Northwind. It is a $20 uh, card battler, I guess I can say. I almost want to say that it is a Slay the Spire-like game because it's very much like Slay the Spire. So it's a turn-based game, card battler. It is a rogue-lite game, so there will be a meta progression. I did see that the game is tagged on Steam using the Steam tags incorrectly using roguelike and then also a roguelike card battler or what was it? Roguelike card something, card collector, I think, which obviously is incorrect since this game is nothing like Rogue. I don't need to explain why. You can simply go check out my video if you want to know why. This game is in no way, shape or form a roguelike game. But it seems that the developers, at least, hopefully, aren't responsible for the incorrectly tagging the game a roguelike because in all of the materials, I guess I can say, on Steam that are not part of the tags, you can see that the game is not tagged with roguelike. So these are the incorrect tags, which might have only been added by the players, not by the developers themselves necessarily. But if you actually do a search for a roguelite, which is the correct term, then you can see there the developers claim, well, they say their own game is roguelite, which is good because this is a roguelite game. It's not roguelike. And then also there they once again use the correct term, roguelite. And there as well, roguelite. And there as well, a roguelite. So it seems that at least these developers know their terms. They know their game is not roguelike in any way. It's not even close. But roguelite, that makes sense. If the game has meta progression and that kind of stuff, then it could very well be a roguelite. So, and anyway, we're going to check out this game today. It is a $20 game. The developers were nice enough to send me a key for the game. This is the first game from this developer that I can see on Steam. So it's their first attempt at making a game. So we're going to be checking it out today. And yeah, as always, with all of my first impression Let's Play reviews, I'm going to be playing the game for however long it takes me to come to a conclusion on the game. That might take 30 minutes or it might take 3 hours. It just depends how long it takes me to come to a conclusion and a verdict on the game. If you are watching the VOD after the live stream today, and you don't want to watch the entire thing, you can simply skip to the last 10 minutes or so of the video. I will put a timestamp in the description below after the live stream, and you can just skip to that timestamp if you only want to hear my quick, concise, final opinion on the game and whether or not I can recommend the game today. But if you're not in such a hurry, you can just stay tuned. I'll be playing through the game and I'll be giving my running commentary as I play through the game, and I'll be telling you what I think is good and bad about the game as I play through it today. So, as I already said, one issue is the fact that when you alt-tab, the game has no audio. The other issue is that you cannot change the resolution at all when playing on borderless, but that doesn't matter. You cannot change the resolution at all, which obviously is not good. VSync should honestly be on by default, but then anyway. And yeah, I don't really see any other issues. I don't see any way to customize any keys, so I'm assuming this is a game that you're only going to be able to play with a mouse. There are no key bindings whatsoever that can be customized, which leads me to believe that there are no key bindings at all. So it's a game that you only exclusively play with the mouse. So yeah, no real issues here except the fact that you can't change the resolution. Oh, and then also when I scroll to the far left, my mouse cursor goes onto my second monitor. So what you would like to see here is a toggle to confine the mouse cursor to the active window. So that is another issue. So there's three issues: the resolution issue, the audio issue, and then the fact that you can scroll onto your second monitor. That should not be happening. So those are the three issues that I can see with the game so far. But with that being said, let's jump into the game. You need mana to play cards. That's pretty standard. You have one relic, the energy stone. It gives you 1 mana at the start of every turn. These are your focus cards. These are energy cards. Each one gives you 1 mana when you put it into your hand. The enemy is about to attack with 9 attack power. Let's withstand the attack. You can build up your attack power by playing action. Attack power. Basic attack has 4 attack power. Focus has 2 attack power. Let's build your attack power to 10. Obviously to kill the enemy in a single hit. So yeah, 2 basics and then a focus. That makes sense. Oh, you just click on it. You don't click and drag on it. Okay, another one. And then another one. 10 attack power. Having more attack power than your enemy will allow you to deal damage to them. Damage that will be dealt to the enemy. Attack power. End turn. Okay, how does that work? So he was going to attack with 9 damage. I was going to attack with 10 damage, but because I had more attack than him, I cancelled out his attack and then dealt 1 damage to him. That's a very strange mechanic. But okay, strange isn't necessarily bad. When you end the turn, any remaining cards are discarded. At the start, you'll draw 7. And if your draw pile is empty, discard pile will be reshuffled. That's pretty standard. So here he's gonna deal 4 damage to us, which means we should deal at least 4 damage to him in order to negate his attack. So you can actually negate the attacks of enemies. That's strange. Normally most games require you to create a defense, like a shield or armor or anything like that. Okay, so he should be dead after that, and his attack is negated as well. So that's already a very interesting battle mechanic. I don't think I've ever seen that. Sometimes an enemy can defend. Oh, so the game does have defense. They won't deal damage to you, but they will withstand your attacks. When it defends, it's a good opportunity to save your mana for leveling up. Any unused mana will carry over between turns. Let's keep playing a card and end turn. Leveling up your mercenary requires 5 mana. Click the button, spend 5 mana to level up. So, any mana that you didn't use on your previous turn gets carried over. Infinitely, I'm assuming. And then you can use it to level up. Okay, interesting. Level 2, leveling up gives you 2 benefits. It increases the attack power of all action cards in your deck. Oh, so the 2, 6, 8. That then, if you're level 2, then it uses the second thing. Okay, interesting. And it allows you to equip gear, which obviously has a level requirement. Increases attack power against all opponents per stack. Okay. Equipping leather gloves gives you 3 might for the rest of the battle. Why 3 might? It said 2 might, not 3 might. Gear can't be unequipped unless the card or ability says otherwise. Mercenary can equip up to 10 pieces of gear. Yeah, it only says 2 might, but the tutorial said 3 might, and the item said 2 might, so the tutorial has a small typo there. So, how does defense work? They haven't really explained how defense works yet. Will the defense stay on the enemy permanently, or what? Well, I only need to spend 2 cards right now in order to get past that defense, so I guess that's fine. It's nice that it shows a visualization of the damage that we are gonna do. Okay, so that should kill him. I'm assuming you don't keep your levels after the battle. Oh yeah, now I'm level 1 again. Okay, so that's strange. So your level gets reset after each battle. Okay, so this guy is gonna attack for 5. So this does 5, but it also does 6. Okay, that's strange. Wow, I'm sleepy. So yeah, this will cancel out his attack, so that's fine. We can do that. And then we can do another one of these. And then we can do another one of these. Then he will be dead. Oh, pick one. Okay, I almost pressed skip because I thought it was accept. Add one attack power to all Eager Punch in your deck. Apply to injure. Injure. Reduce attack power per stack. When damaged, increase by 1. Oh, that's very good. So you can increase the injure stacks. That's very, very good. Yeah, that seems very good. And then pick one reward. Gold. I'm not sure how helpful gold is. Let's take the gold. Before your journey begins, you encounter a blacksmith and an alchemist. Gem forge or gem infusion. So create the exact copy of a card you own, or choose one of 2 random gems to infuse into a card. Gem infusion. I wonder what that would do. Well, forge a card would be nice if we could get that injure card. So create an exact copy of a card you own, which would, in my opinion, mean any card you own because it says a card you own. So it would be good to get this one. Okay, so that is correct indeed. So, and then I would like this one. This one seems pretty good. Even though this one does a lot of damage, this literally does 11 damage for one mana. But this one reduces the attack power of an enemy. That seems very, very good. But yeah, Force Slash is also very good. It's way stronger than any of these cards. Now let's go for this one. We can find out what gem infusion does later. Random event path to elite. Combine cards and lose some of your max HP. That doesn't sound good. Can we zoom out? Oh no, but you can go forward and backward using the mouse wheel. Okay. Combine cards. Okay, let's find out what combining a card does, I guess. You may combine 2 basic cards together. I'm not sure what that would do, and 10 HP is like 15% of my current HP. That's quite a lot, but okay, let's do it. Why not, I guess. Let's combine these basic attacks, I guess. I don't know. Oh. Okay, so... Oh, but then it requires level 2. I don't really want something that requires level 2. So this one requires level 1. But it still only gives one mana. Let's see what happens if we combine 2 of these. When this card is put into your hand, gain 2 mana. But I don't need to use it. So it's not a card that you actually need to use in order to get the mana. So this will be nice. This will definitely be better. I don't see that we can combine our other cards, so it's only certain cards that you can combine, unfortunately. But yeah, this card is definitely better than the other card. So that's one card that gives you 2 mana then. That's not bad, even though I now have 10 less max HP. Okay, so this enemy has a skill token. It will use its skill at the end of the turn. Spawn 1 num in your discard pile. When this card is in the leftmost position in your hand, lock its cost to 0. Okay, so it's a curse. So does it go into my pile, I'm assuming? Okay, it's weird, but okay. So he has 25 attack. Well, he's got 25 health, 6 attack. So we can obviously do that one. And then we need to do at least one more attack. But obviously we're gonna do the maximum amount of attacks. All of these we're gonna keep. Okay, so he's got 8 attack now. He can reduce that with the Bone Crush. It will trigger an effect if your attack power is higher than the enemy's this turn. Overpower. Okay. Oh, have more attack power than the opponent this turn. So it doesn't automatically inflict the injure. You actually need to have more attack power than the enemy in order for it to apply. I didn't read that, but okay, that's fine. So we can do another one. And then we can do this one, obviously. We can actually kill the enemy. Oh yeah, he's gonna be dead already. -7. Okay, so yeah, that kills him already. Yeah, I like the injure thing because it reduces their attack, and attack is literally equal to defense in this game, so you're reducing their attack, which means you take less damage, but you're also reducing their defense, essentially. So this card is blue. I'm assuming it's a rare card. Gain 3 might until the end of the turn. Overpower. Add 3 attack power to this card this battle. Okay, that's not bad. And then Devastated. Unequip 1 gear to draw 2. Oh, but that's stupid. Why would you do that? Unequip 1 gear. Now, why would you want to do that? I think this one is the best one, probably. Okay, so this guy is a boss. He's an elite dude. When you play a skill, gain might per stack this turn. So it's when he plays a skill. I'm assuming. Okay, so how are we gonna do this one? We're obviously gonna do this one. Definitely. I find this attacking mechanic very interesting. It's very unique. I've literally never seen it in a game. It definitely changes the way that you normally would battle. So this is cool. It now reduces his attack power by 2. So he would have attacked us with 13 right now. But instead he's just attacking with 11. So are we going to be able to overpower him? 1, 2, 3. Yes, we are going to be able to overpower him. So we can do that one again. We're going to overpower him with that. And then we can just do a normal attack. We can do another attack as well, I guess. We don't need to. I think let's pass this one over because the mana gets carried over to the next turn, so let's do that. Now he has 4 injure, which reduces his attack damage by 4. Wow, he would have attacked us with 18 this time. Okay, so let's do another injure on him. An enemy just used an overpower token on you. It will trigger its effect if its attack power is higher than yours. You can prevent this by having higher attack power. Yeah, that's fine. So he would have attacked us with 11 this time, or this turn, but because we are reducing his attack by 6, that is really easy to overcome. So I really like this injure mechanic. In fact, we might be able to kill him this turn. Yeah, he's dead. We just debuffed the shit out of the enemy. That was the first elite that we fought. Okay, so these are level 2 cards, that's a level 1 card, but the level 1 card is not good. So, overpower. Have more attack power than the opponent this turn. Reuse. When played, put it on top of your draw pile at the end of the turn. Okay, interesting. Level 2 gives you 11 attack power. That's not a whole lot, honestly. The benefit of reuse would be nice. And then this one, unequip 1 gear, attack, add 10 attack power to this card. So that's a permanent enhancement. It's not a temporary one, it's a permanent one. Because it doesn't even say this battle. The other card that we saw previously said, I think it was overpower. Where's that card? Let's have a look over here. Deck. Like this one. Add 3 attack power to this card this battle. So it's obviously only for this battle. Whereas this one doesn't even say this battle. So that would imply that this is a permanent 10 attack power which is added, which would make this card really powerful if you can scale it. So okay, let's take that one. I wonder, do I want another? Oh no. I don't think I necessarily want another mana. Let's take the gold. Okay, and then we can pick a relic. When playing an action with a cost of 2 or more, gain 1 mana. I don't think I have any actions that have a 2 mana cost currently, to be honest. Like, where does it even show the mana cost? That's the level? Oh no, it is the cost. Oh, okay, so it is the cost. So yeah. So that one has a 2 mana cost, this one has a 2 mana cost. So yeah, I've got 2 cards right now that have a 2 mana cost. So I could get a little bit of use out of that, not a whole lot, honestly. Or do I want to go for the 10 max HP? I think we can go for this one. Overpower. If this blah blah blah, apply 2 might to self. Okay, so we don't want him to overpower us. The ability will be skipped. So yeah, because we don't have a piece of gear right now, if we play this, it will only do the damage. So it costs 1 mana, but it will do 8 damage, which is actually significant. So obviously we want to do the Bone Crush, because Bone Crush is very powerful. And then obviously we want to do this, because that will empower the ability. And then this one is also strong. We're not leaving any mana over, but it's fine. Okay, I've got 5 mana right now. She's gonna do 11 damage. So, why would you even ever want to play this card, to be honest? I don't understand why you would even want to play this card. Because you gain the 2 mana in anyway. She's gonna have 4 injure on her this turn. Okay, now she's defending for 12. I like this game's mana system. The fact that you can always carry over all of your mana is really nice. Most games will allow you to carry over only a limited amount of your mana if you don't spend. And some games don't even allow you to carry over any mana, but this game allows you to always carry over all of your mana. So that's really cool. 14 damage this turn, but obviously that's reduced by 6, which makes our life a lot easier. So I want to do that one, and I want to do that one. And then we're also going to need to do another one, because we won't reach 14 otherwise. So this one will take me down to 6 mana. That's good. We can actually kill her this turn. Easy peasy. Okay, switch 2 cards in your hand. Gain 2 control. Control. Turn start. Create 1 pivot in your hand. What does pivot do? Fleeting. Switch 2 cards in your hand. What does switch do? Switch. Swap positions of 2 cards. Why would you want to do that? In equipping a gear. Inflict 4 damage to all enemies. Gear. Oh, so this is a piece of gear. Okay. Interesting, and it's a level 1 piece of gear. I don't understand the real use of this card. Let's take this one. Let's take another focus. Gain 5 armor on turn 3. Gain 1 bravery if your level is 1. Bravery, you draw 1 additional card next turn per stack. And does the bravery stay there, I'm assuming? So as long as you're level 1, you will always have 1 bravery. And armor, gain 5 armor on turn 3. So the armor remains the same. So armor cannot be removed. That's interesting. I think drawing an additional card will be very good, because that means you can possibly gain 1 additional mana every turn, which obviously is good. So gain monster bones. I don't even know what monster bones are. I know. Oh, over there. Monster bones can be spent to use the blacksmith services at Northwind outpost, or we can check out the merchant. receive a random reward from fishing. Spend 10 gold to pick one of 3 faction cards. That might be good. Northwind outpost, okay. Let's get the bones. Okay, 12 bones. And then here, spend 10 gold, and then we can choose one of 3 faction cards, or we can receive a random reward. Let's choose a card, I think. Random reward. Yeah, let's see what the random reward is. Exhaust. 1 adjacent card. Add 5 attack power to this card. Wow, okay. Once again, it doesn't say only this battle, so that would make me assume that that is a permanent effect. Exhaust 1 adjacent card. Okay. Wow, 90 HP. Enemies with countdown token has a special move. When the countdown reaches 0, the special move will trigger. Okay, what is the special move? When it reaches 0, apply 1 weaken. Weaken? Can I see what the weaken is? No, I can't see what the weaken is. Okay. So let's see. So obviously I can use this one for one mana. It will cost 1 mana. Oh, he's gonna do a lot of damage. So that'll be 8, and then I need another 6. And I'm not gonna get another 6, unfortunately. I don't have... Well, I can do this, but that won't even apply, unfortunately. So yeah, there's unfortunately no way for me to overpower him this turn. So the best I can do is reduce his damage. So yeah, I can't overpower him. Oh, I can apply this one because it doesn't cost mana. Okay. Well, I should have used the other one first then, but okay, that's fine, I guess. I didn't realize you could apply that one without mana. Wow, I've got a lot of mana this turn. Overpower. Cut. Okay, but he's not even attacking. Oh, 38 armor. Holy schmoly. How the hell does he just get 38 armor? That's insane. 38 bloody armor. So I've got so much mana right now, I could apply the gloves if I wanted to, but then I will lose the ability from this one. I don't think I should do that right now. don't think I should even attack right now. I'm not sure how armor works yet. Like I'm not sure if we... Like, is it gonna reduce his armor now by 10, basically? I don't know, let's see. So is he gonna have 28 armor then, I'm assuming? Oh no, it didn't even work that way, so how the hell does armor work then? I thought armor is permanent. Apparently it's not permanent. Okay. Exhaust an adjacent card to add 5 attack power to this card. Permanently. Well, it must be permanently because it doesn't say that it isn't only for this battle, so we can do that. So we can reduce, we can remove a basic attack. Are we going to be able to reach 16? Yes, we can reach 16. Yes, we can reach 16. So we do that. How does the exhaust work? Yeah, that one. Okay, so that's 10 damage. And then that will overpower him. Okay, how do I get rid of this? Can I play it in order to remove it? Okay, yes I can. It's fine. Okay, so it's gonna do 15 damage this turn. So that's 6, that's 10. Okay, so I can do that pretty easily. At 24, that's quite a lot. 1 weekend reduces attack power by 50% for 1 turn. Okay. 24. Oh, you see. Okay, so the text on this card is incorrect. The text, this text does not match with the text on, where's that other card? On this card. So on this card, the text is correct. It says adds 3 attack power to this card, this battle. So the added damage will only be for this battle. What this card is not doing is it is not saying that it is only for this turn. That's what it should say. It should say Adds 5 attack power to this card this turn. Literally this turn. So the wording on this card is completely misleading and doesn't follow suit with the rest of the text in the game. So that's not good. So the card is significantly worse than what the text actually says it is. Okay, this one will gain 1 mana. I'm not gonna unequip this, or should I? Let me just work out my mana quickly. I could equip this to increase my might by 2. But then I won't have the benefit of this anymore. But we could do that, I guess. So level up, equip that. And then we do this one, and then we can unequip that gear. And then we can use this one, but I'm not going to sacrifice a card. No, I'm not going to sacrifice a card, just attack. I'm left clicking, right clicking, nothing is happening. I just want to attack, I don't want to sacrifice a card. Okay, can't end turn. Left click, right click doesn't do anything. Exit. Exit doesn't do anything. Okay, well, I don't want to sacrifice a card. So it gives you the option. Obviously, you can play this card without doing the added benefit, you know? That's how any of these cards work. Like this card, you can play this card without having a gear. So the exact same should be true for this card as well. And yet, the game is not allowing me. I'm left clicking, right clicking, clicking end turn. It's not allowing me. Pressing exit, I'm even pressing exit. Nothing is happening. So it seems the game is frozen now. The game does not allow you to continue until you've selected a card. If you don't want to select the card, then I guess fuck you. You have to Alt F4 the game, I guess. So that's a broken card. I'm not going to be playing that card anymore. Why do I have another cut in my deck? Didn't I remove this one already? We can reduce his attack power by even more right now, I guess. So how do you get rid of these things? Can't get rid of them, is that what you're telling me? Because I've I've played them, but they don't go away. So, okay, apparently you can't remove these things, which makes it very powerful. Very annoying and very powerful. So here we need to do 30 damage in order to stop him from putting another cut into our deck. We're not gonna bother, to be honest. We can do this, but that's gonna cost 2 mana. I don't want to do that. That's fine, you can put another one of those shitty cards into my deck, I don't care. I've got more than enough mana to counteract that. Now he's gonna do 7 damage, he would have done 14 damage. Okay, we can kill him now, I think. Even though I'm not in a rush or anything like that. Yes, we can actually kill him. So that was actually the very first boss to actually get a single hit in on us. We lost 1 HP during that boss battle. Oh, we get some legendary cards here. First time we've seen legendary cards. Choose one equipped gear, create 1 copy in your hand. Okay, costs 2 mana. Inflict damage to an enemy equal to an enemy's injure times 3. That's very good because I do build up a lot of injure on the enemy. But it costs 3 mana, that's very expensive. And then this one costs 4 mana. Add attack power equal to the might this turn. Might. I don't have a lot of might at all. I think I have 1 card that adds might. This one over here. So I'm definitely not a might build currently. All of these are unfortunately not very good. This one is probably the best, I would say. Copying a gear. The only gear that I have right now, like the leather gloves and the throwing knives. This card just costs way too much, honestly. 3 mana is way too much. Let's do that one. You made it to Northwind Outpost. Each shop in Northwind offers unique and powerful upgrades. When you're ready, click embark. Okay, so first we probably want to go to, well, let's see. Smelt 2 identical cards together. I definitely want to do that. Fuse basic. What's the difference between fuse basic and smelting one? Okay, so that costs 20 bones. I do want to do that because this card is very good. What's the difference between this one? Oh, okay, so this one can do non-basic cards. Then costs double, and then it doesn't even give double injure. So that's not good. I'm not going to do that. Create an exact copy of a card you own. This one is good. It's 12 bones. That's not a whole lot, honestly. Okay, so we are definitely going to fuse a bunch of these manas together. Because this makes your deck smaller, which is good, and it doubles the effectiveness of a card. So I can make another one, or I can duplicate the card. You can actually stack this quite a lot. Like, I wonder if you can equip multiple gear of the same type. That would be interesting. This one only costs 12 to double. And it's a very good card. Let's do that. It's strange that that one costs 12. Oh, and this one costs 20. I can actually double my magic cards. That's very interesting. That's actually something that I should definitely do. That has made us significantly more powerful. Hey, coming soon, don't care about that. Use a powerful gem to enhance a card's ability. Any excess combat attack power from this turn will carry over to the next turn. Plus 3 attack power to each level. That's not bad. Increases the power of the card by basically 50%. That's not bad. Let's check out the antique shop. Mine play a curse card, gain 3 armor. Why is there missing a word? It should say when playing a curse card. A little bit of English there. Obtain either 3 scale or 3 bones as an additional reward each battle. That's very good, but very expensive. 90 gold is more than 50% of my gold. And then let's check out the tavern. One free meal. Guess we'll take this one. Yeah, we'll take this one. Okay, so that's all of the places we can visit right now. You come across a young blacksmith carrying bags filled with precious ores. He introduces you as the apprentice of the renowned blacksmith from Northwind. Hey, you pick one of these bags. I have no use for it. You can smelt this card with basic attack at the blacksmith. Smelt this card with basic attack. So I'm assuming the Goldiums and the Oceanites both will give a different special ability to the basic attack when we smelt it. I wish I knew what the benefit would be, but then anyway, let's take this one. Thank you kindly. Oh, this is the first time that we are fighting 2 enemies at once. Okay, increases 1 attack power against all opponents. Next turn. Apply 8 might to the front alley. Okay, so he is gonna apply 8 might to this guy. This guy is gonna put 1 numb into my hand. We don't like that. So he's taken care of. Now we need 8 damage on that guy. So, did he actually put the num? Oh, he did put the num into my deck, but how did he do that if I overpowered him? Oh, okay, so he does it then anyway. Doesn't matter if I overpower him or not, he still puts the num into my deck. Okay, that's not good. so this guy's gonna attempt again to add 8 might to this guy, so we should kill this guy this turn. Can definitely do that. Okay, so that guy's dead. I don't care about that guy right now. Oh, he added 8 might to himself. Okay, that's terrible. That's not what it said. It literally said apply 8 might to the front ally. Okay, that's 18 damage in a single hit, that's good. And he's dead. We didn't take a single hit once again. Choose one action. Add 12 attack power and 1 cost this battle. So does it add it? Oh, choose one action. Okay, so this adds 1 cost and 12 attack power to another action card. That's actually not bad. 3 injure. That's not bad. So how exactly does this thing work? Gain 1 mana and 1 deplete. So you gain 1 mana, but then you lose 1 mana at the end of the turn. So how the hell does this thing work exactly? It doesn't give you any benefit, it looks like. Let's take that one. Okay, that's an elite battle over there. Let's do the elite battle, why not? Why do I need to spend gold to remove a card? That's stupid. Well, I really don't like this card that we have, so... Big boy. When damaged, decrease might 1 per stack. Okay, he's got 20 might, which is crazy. When it reaches 0, gain 12 might this battle. Holy schmoly. Okay, and I don't have a lot of mana this turn, unfortunately. So, in order to reach 20, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to reach 20. Okay, he's gonna do 25 this turn. I'm not gonna be able to reach 25 either. But I can at least reduce the damage that I'm gonna take. So we did reduce his damage significantly. And now we're gonna start building the injure stacks on him, so that his might basically means nothing. Okay, we didn't take any damage again. Good stuff. And this card is rare, the other ones are normal. Gain mana and deplete for each energy card in your discard pile. The deplete is bad because the deplete removes your mana, so at the end of the day you don't really gain anything. So that's not very good. When played from the leftmost position in your hand, double its attack power. That's not good. Skip. Put the top card of your draw pile into your discard pile. Yeah, none of these seem good. I think I'm gonna just skip these because all of them are so bad. I don't even want it in my deck. I wish there was a way to reroll. That would be nice. Okay, this is an elite battle. When you play a card, reduce its attack power by 1. So is it when I play a card or when he plays a card? Holy shit, he's gonna do 38 damage on the first turn. That's not fair. Yeah, that's basically all I can do. Now he's gonna do 40 damage. How the hell is this guy doing so much damage? Okay, I fortunately managed to overpower him there, but holy crap. That was very close. Okay, now that we have the injure stacks on him, we should be able to hopefully dramatically reduce the amount of damage that he's gonna do. Overpower, apply 5 injure. Okay, so he's gonna apply 5 injure to us. There's not a whole lot we can do about it. The 5 injure is gonna be really bad for me. My cards are gonna do very little now. $38. Holy schmoly. Like, he's gonna basically kill me in one hit if I don't do something about it. 43. And I already have 12 injure on him, so he's actually doing 55. How the fuck are you supposed to fight against 55? Do I need to level up this turn? I think I have to level up. Okay, so unfortunately this turn I can't overpower him. Unfortunate. Okay, this turn I don't really need to do anything. Unless I can overpower him. Okay, so we managed to overpower him. He's got 16 injure on him and he still is doing 29 damage. I think he's dead this turn. Yeah. Holy crap, like this was by far the most difficult battle so far. Like it's way more difficult than any of the previous battles by like a huge margin. So I think that elite unfortunately is a little bit too overtuned, possibly. Inflict damage to an enemy equal to the adjacent card's cost times 4. That seems very good, but it could be very good if you can place it next to a high cost card. Gain 4 might and 1 deplete every turn. So that reduces your mana by 1, but it increases your might by 4. The might can stack. the deplete cannot stack, so that's very good. Prevent 10 damage if you take at least 10 combat damage that turn. Oh no, that's not good. This one is by far the best. 4 might per turn is very good. Okay, this thing looks intimidating, but it only has 55 HP. Where the hell did this thing come from? What, is it an ability? Leftmost cards in your hand are wounded. Okay, so it's one of his abilities. Can't say that I like that ability. But 10 attack is pretty weak, so that's fine. Okay, 20 attack, that's a little bit more. Okay, so we are gonna take 3 damage here. That's fine, I guess. Then he's gonna shield himself for 18. We don't really care about that too much. I see the might actually does not stack. The might falls away every turn. Thought it would stack. We want to level up this turn. Oh. Okay, he's shielding himself for 42. There's nothing we can do about that. bad. We took 3 damage, but it's not bad. Oh, this one is legendary. Make adjacent cards, except the duplicator cards. Skill. Create a fleeting copy of a card. Goes into your remove pile after being played. So, if this card is in your hand, it mimics adjacent cards. But how does it mimic both of the adjacent cards? I don't quite understand that. But we can try it out. I'm sure it will make for some interesting things. When playing a card with overpower, add 7 attack to this card at this turn. Unequip 1 gear, gain 3 might. Let's try this one. I'm not sure how it works, but let's give it a go. When you skip a reward, faction card, obtain 10 gold. Restores 10 additional HP when resting. I guess we're gonna take this one. I don't really intend to rest, to be honest. But okay. Okay, so that's a merchant, and that is an enemy. We are probably gonna spend all of our money at the end when we get to the Northwind outpost, so I don't really care about the wandering merchant. So let's do the enemy, why not? The enemy at least gives rewards. Oh, he's gonna unequip 1 random piece of gear. I don't like that at all. So he's gonna attack for 6, he's gonna attack for 4. He's shielding, so I don't need to worry about him. That guy's attacking. Wow, 25 attack. So I can almost kill this guy. I need 1 more damage over here, but I don't know how I'm gonna get 1 more damage there. Oh, his damage just went up. I forgot about that. Actually, I can kill this guy immediately. I forgot about that. So we don't need to worry about him. Just this guy that's gonna cause us a little bit of issues. Health damage is a lot, unfortunately. Okay, let's see how this mimic actually works, because I have more than enough mana to kill this guy. So what does this mimic actually do? It's next to the bag right now, and then Bone Crush. Oh, so it just becomes a copy of each card. Okay, interesting. Draw 1, gain 2 control. This might be good. 3 might for the entire battle is good. Add attack power for each mana you gained this turn. Oh, but that costs 2. That's a little bit expensive. discard your hand, draw that many cards. Well, that's not very good. I mean, actually, draw that many cards, so you will gain mana again. Now that's very good, because how the game works is you gain mana when you draw a mana card, so discarding your entire hand and then drawing new mana cards will add to your mana. Wow, this guy actually looks really cool. So like right here, we can actually use this and we will gain a considerable amount of mana. If I understand how the card actually works. So let's see, we are at 5 mana, we're gonna go down to 3 mana and then gain a bunch of mana. Yeah, so that's indeed how it works. Our hand isn't very good, unfortunately. Okay, so he's gonna shield himself and then he's gonna overpower us with 3 cuts. Holy schmoly. Yeah, 3 cuts is not good. Don't think there's too much we can do about that. Now we're never going to be able to overpower him, so we will just save our mana. Okay, this is where I would want a gear, but we don't have a gear, so this thing won't do anything right now, unfortunately. Well, we are stacking injure on him very nicely, so can't complain. As long as we can keep stacking injure on him, he won't be able to beat us. Okay, there's one cut, unfortunately. Okay, so he's going to add another 3 cuts in our deck, and there's nothing we can do about it, even if we overpower him. That's not ideal. We actually should have leveled up. Can you... I wonder, can you exit? Let's see, main menu. I just want to see if you can redo that turn, because I haven't tried that yet. Oh, so you redo the entire battle. I actually just wanted to redo that turn, but okay. I guess that's fine. The game should still play out exactly as it did. I just wanted to redo that one specific turn. Yeah, so far it's playing out exactly as it did previously. We're getting the same cards and everything. I'm just thinking, if I do a duplicate on that one, but I'm gonna spend 4 mana in order to do that. That's not good. I think we can level up this turn. Not gonna make a huge difference. Yeah, the game so far is playing out exactly the same as the previous time, so that's fine. So here we can level up. I just realized something. Because of the deplete, we should actually every turn try to get our mana down to 0. Because otherwise we are basically losing 1 mana unnecessarily. So we should actually try that every turn. Like here we're gonna lose 1 mana, but we're gonna have 1 mana afterwards as well, so that's fine. think this is the turn where we reset. What's that? If this enemy has a higher power, for each cut you have, inflict 4 damage to you. Okay, so I have like 6 cuts in my deck right now. 4. But I've got 2 in my hand. Yeah, and playing these... Oh, exhaust until end of battle. Oh, okay, so that does remove them. I wasn't aware that it removes them. Okay. So I guess... I'm not going to be able to reach 55. There's no way. So I'm going to take 4 times 4. 16 damage. Okay, anything I want to do? Not really. But yeah, here comes the 16 damage. Now he's gonna add another 3 cuts, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I should just remove the cuts when I get them in my hand, then it should be fine. Okay, here's a bunch of cuts now. Will I be able to overpower him? So that's 6, and then that's 4 and a little bit. But he's injured. Oh, and I have might as well. The might is not taken into consideration. Okay, so we might be able to overpower him this turn. Because otherwise he's going to add another fucking amount. Oh, damn it. We're not able. How does that work? Because I've got might. How does that work? Seems like the might didn't add any damage. weird. So how many cuts do I have in my deck now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that means I'm gonna survive with 1 HP. That's fantastic. Nothing I can do about that. Yeah, I'll just keep this. Literally 1 HP. This ability is really, really powerful that the boss has. I can maybe level up as well. Let's see, I might level up the next turn. The problem is that your mana in this battle is very important because you use it to fight against the cuts that the boss inflicts on you. Okay, so this one we can just overpower. That's pretty easy. I'm really afraid to level up. If we level up, we will be doing more damage, but we will have less mana to fight against the cuts. I guess we can do this. Should have done it before, but that's life. So we have to remove all of the cuts that the boss is gonna inflict on us, otherwise we are dead. So if you play this one, you will gain 2 mana. We obviously can't even take 1 damage. So we are basically forced to go all out. So if I do this one, I will gain 2 mana. Then I'll go down 1 mana. So do I have any cuts in my hand? Is that the discard pile? Where's the draw pile? Let's see if I have a single cut. Okay, I've got 3 cuts, so I'm dead. I can't do anything about that. Now it's gonna shield for 14, which is fine. Don't care about that. Like, there's no way I can win this battle. The cut, it's too powerful. Like, unless I literally draw all 3 of the cuts in the next turn. I have to draw all 3 of the cuts. I mean, I could deal a little bit of damage right now, but it's not really necessary. I'm gonna lose 1 mana, so yeah, let's just do this. So I have to draw all 3 cuts now, and I didn't. So I'm dead if I can't kill the boss right now, and obviously I'm not going to be able to kill the boss because that would require a stupid amount of damage, which I obviously don't have. I can get rid of this cut, but nothing else really. I can level up, but that's not going to help me. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. This cut ability is like insanely powerful. Oh, does that actually go away if you overpower him? Oh, okay. Well, apparently it goes away if you empower him. I didn't know that. Let's see. This one will give me 2 more mana. Okay, well, I did not think we were going to win that because obviously I thought that if you overpower him, it doesn't help against that final attack of his. But still, he is the first guy who was able to deal even like more than 5 damage to us. None of the previous guys were able to deal more than 5 damage to us, and this guy almost killed us from, I think we were at 30 HP. So yeah, he's a lot more powerful than any of the other guys. Mimic 3 equipped gear into your hand. That seems pretty good. Add 2 attack power for each other card with overpower in your deck. That doesn't seem so powerful because it costs 2 action points. This seems very powerful. Create copies of 2 cards in your hand for this battle. Add 2 attack power to any action with a cost of 2 or more. This one will be better. Okay, well, we barely squeaked past on that one. Holy schmoly. Add 1 attack power to basic actions. Duplicate the last relic you obtain. The last relic I obtained was this one. Create copies of 2 cards in your hand for this battle. I mean, that might be good, but it also might not be good. This one will be good, but then I'm paying 125 gold. So we might take that one. Let me first see what they have available over here. Well, when leveling up, draw 1 card. When leveling up, what does that even mean? Oh, leveling up as in at the bottom, okay. No, we're just gonna take this, restore back to 100%. But to create a copy, I obviously want to create a bunch of copies of these ones. That costs 20 bones, or we can fuse basics together, and that's a little bit cheaper. Oh no, that's also 20 bones, okay. So I guess we're gonna do that 2 times. For some reason I thought it would be a little bit cheaper than 20. Cost becomes 0. Do I have any very expensive cards? I don't think I have any. So I could use it on this one because this one already has exhaust on it. So this one is exhaust, cost becomes 0. So that would basically be a pretty nice combo. So yeah, we can do that one. It's not bad. And then, oh, you can only use each one once, okay. +3 might. Is that permanent? Oh, we can use it on this one. That's nice. Sure. It's a little bit expensive, 15, but anyway. And then -1 level. Shatter. Force you to unequip 1 gear per stack. So you will continually unequip the item. That's not very good. We can re-roll, I guess. Let's see. -2 cost. Once per battle. A -2 cost once per battle. We can use it on this one. That gives you 2 cards. That'll be nice. I like this infusion mechanic. It's pretty nice. Something you don't see in Slay the Spire, for instance. Initiate. Oh, we can put initiate on my gloves. Oh no, we can't. It's already... Apparently you can only imbue something once. So is there any other initiate stuff that I would want in my opening hand? I mean, you can put it on one of these and then that will basically guarantee you to start with a nice amount of mana. I guess that's nice. And you will always start with at least 2 mana. What does this one do? Exactly. Draw 1 card. One card. So every time you use the skill, is it when you use the skill? Guess it's when you use the skill. Okay, well then I will put it on that one. That's fine. That's nice. Okay, alchemist, blacksmith, antique shop. I guess we can do this and then this. We'll add +1 attack power to all of our actions, or the basic actions at least. What's a basic action? Basic. Oh, it says there at the bottom. Basic action. So it's basically all of these and then... Yeah, so it's our focuses and our basic attacks. Nothing else. So yeah, that ability, that thing is not very good. So I won't duplicate it. I'll just go with it like this. Okay, so that's all. We can embark. We're doing pretty good on this run so far. I mean, this is the very first run of this game that I'm doing, and we're already making it into Act 3. Blah blah blah. Resembles valuables or valuable ores you've seen at the blacksmiths before. Blah blah blah. You may upgrade 1 card to a plus version. Lose 12 health. Well, it's not maximum health, so that's fine. We can do that. As long as it's not maximum health. So what does the plus version actually do? Does it give us a example of what will happen? No. It doesn't give us an example of what will happen. I would like to be able to see what the plus version actually does. Because now I'm stumbling around in the dark a little bit because I don't know on which one of these the plus will be the best. Let's put it on this one. This is a card that I always use when it enters my hand, so I guess it'll be good. So let's see how it looks. Oh, okay, so the 3 injure went to... Oh shit, but it's exhaust. It added exhaust. Ugh, that's terrible. No, that's fucking terrible. I don't want that. Can we... save scum? Let's have a look. That's terrible. We just fucked up that card completely. Nope, we can't save scum. Ugh, that's terrible. We just turned a really good card into a really bad card. That's why it's so important for the developers to provide you with tooltips that actually show you what the hell is happening. Wow, we have 10 mana. We can actually go to level 2 right at the start. Do we want to do that? Why do I have 2 of these? I didn't have 2 of these. Why? I've got 1 there. And that's it. So why do I have 2 of them in my hand? Why do I have 2 of them? That doesn't make sense. That's really weird. I don't understand why I have 2 of them. Really strange. Okay, let's level up. And then we can inflict exhaust on both of these at the beginning. Take an exhaust for yourself. You take an exhaust for yourself. Oh, we can redraw. That'll be nice. First, we're gonna attack with this one. Okay, so that one is dead. It wasn't even necessary to put the injure on it really, but anyway. Okay, this is a pretty nice duplication over here. Poor guy is trying to shield himself, but we are reducing his shielding by 11 already. No, he's not gonna achieve much. Our deck is quite powerful now. When playing a basic card, gain 1 armor. I don't have that many basic cards, to be honest. Skill. Gain 1 might this turn and draw 1. That's not bad. Really don't use basic cards hardly ever. Let's take this one. I need to chill a little bit on the focuses. I have a significant amount of focuses already. Gain 2 might as long as you have 3 or fewer cards in your hand. Add 1 attack power to all actions with overpower. I think this one will be better. Okay, so where do we want to go? Do we want to go to the elite? Or do we want to be a pussy and go over here? I know already from experience this one reduces your HP by 10. They don't tell you, but it does reduce your HP by 10, so we're not going to go that way. We will go over here. Turn start. Discard all energy cards and draw 1. That's fine. That's fine. Because you already gain the energy from the card when you draw it. So that's fine. Yeah, so you gain the mana and then you discard the mana cards. So there's really no negative stuff regarding that. Okay, so this guy, Enrage, increase 1 might per stack each turn. If a special move was used, reset to 0. Countdown token. Apply 1 weaken. Okay. Let's see. I might want to do the discard here. This hand is doo-doo caca. Yeah, let's do the discard. Okay, this hand is also really bad. But we can level up with the extra mana. Okay, so now we need to spend these actions. And I think, unfortunately, even then we are not gonna reach. Yeah, he still has 1 damage on us, but it's not the end of the world. 1 damage is not bad. We barely were able to overpower his 24. Okay, so it says If a special move was used, reset it to 0. So what's a special move exactly? I would love to know. Yeah, this is gonna hurt you quite a lot. I just want to figure something out. I can level up again right now, but I don't think we should. Okay, we should be able to kill him here. Okay, and we only took 1 damage. Level 3 gear. That's interesting, but it's not very powerful. Choose one skill or action and lock its cost to 0. As long as it remains in your hand. As long as it remains in your hand. How does that work? So if it leaves your hand, then the cost returns to normal, or what? How exactly does this thing work? I would like it if they just gave you a little bit more information. I don't like any of these cards, actually. Yeah, let's keep all of these. And this is an elite battle. Okay, we get a very good start with the second wind. That's always nice to have in the opening hand. Okay, we have 14 mana. Unfortunately, not a lot to spend it on. We're gonna level up. Looks like we're gonna take 9 damage from that guy, unfortunately. Or we can level up again and then hit that guy, which will cause us to not take damage from him, but we're still gonna take damage from this guy. Oh, you can only level up once per turn, of course. Okay, 1 damage, 6 damage. That is life, unfortunately. This guy's just shielding himself, so we don't care about him this turn. Okay, so he's gonna summon a minion. I could copy that. What does this card say exactly? Does it say inflict? I want to double check. Does it say inflict? No. Okay, we should be able to kill that guy next turn. a really cool looking mob. Wow, is this all of the cards that we get this turn? Holy crap, that is a terrible hand. Like, really, really, that's a terrible hand. Could not have asked for a worse hand. So we're gonna take 2 damage from this guy. Start with draw 1 action, the highest cost. Okay, so that's just like a free draw basically. When you inflict the enemy, reduce this card's cost by 1 this turn. Well, I do a lot of infliction. When played, put it on top of your draw pile. This one is better than this one, I think. And because this one is level 3, it will be good if you can get to level 3, but there's not a lot of battles, to be honest, where I ever get to level 3. So I think this one will be better overall. And then we get a relic out of it as well. Upon pickup, transform 2 random relics into 2 rare relics. That seems very good. So I just hope it doesn't take any of my good relics. Let's try it. Okay, so what happened? Okay, so we got that. When you have 3 different cost cards in your hand, draw 1 and that one. So what did I lose? Really not sure what I even lost. I would have to look at my replay to see what I lost. But anyway, I guess it doesn't matter too much. Can't do anything about it. Okay, so he allows you to remove a card. exhaust one card in your discard pile, add 4 attack power to this card. When played, reduce this card's attack power by 2 this battle. Swift Strike. Gain armor. This one is not bad. $30 to remove a card. What cards would I want to remove? Obviously these normal attack cards are not very good. I can definitely remove like some of them. Okay, well the price gets more, it becomes more, so I'm not going to do that again. We can take this one, I think. Not bad. That's about it. I wish he had a relic to sell to us. Okay, this guy has 190 HP. Turn end. If you don't have Cleave in your deck, spawn one on top of your draw pile. Cleave. All other cards become wounded except curse cards. When played, increase its cost by 1 this battle. Holy schmoly. Is he gonna add that thing to my deck? Because that thing is stupidly powerful. We need to get to 21. Why do I have 2 guards? Is it a relic that I have that is doubling my cards, or what's going on exactly? There's something that's happening somewhere that is duplicating a card. I don't quite know what it is. Okay, so how are we gonna reach 21? We can reach 21 relatively easily. Don't have a gear, unfortunately. Oh, I think I lost the one card. Oh no. When playing an action... Yeah, no, I still have that one. Now let's play this one. Okay, so I need 3 more. That 3 is just gonna make me break even. I don't want to break even. If I leveled up, I actually would have been able to do it. Okay, so let's quickly save scum. The battle continues exactly the same as it would have done, except I can make different choices. So we're gonna level up and then play this one. And this one. And then the final one. That one does 4 and 8. This one does 7 and 6. 6, 7. I guess we can do this one. Holy crap, what's my luck that I draw that piece of excrement on the very first turn that it's in my deck? Okay, now I need to reach 32, which is absolutely impossible. Oh wait. I can't exit. Once again, the game is not allowing you to just exit. Bloody hell. Doesn't matter, I guess. I'm gonna take some damage in anyway. I'm gonna take 21 damage. Oh no, I'm gonna take 11 damage. Yeah, that was a mistake. It's so stupid. Once you click on a card, the game doesn't allow you to go back. Like literally you cannot go back. You can't unselect the card. Nothing like that. Really stupid. That's the second time now that I've had to restart simply because the game doesn't allow you to just cancel out of the card. Cancel out of the action that you took. Okay, so we're gonna do the same we did previously. And then we're gonna draw the cleave again at the start, which is fine. So yeah, that's the best we can do, 6 damage. It's at least better than 11 damage what we would have taken. Wow, I only have 3 mana. There we go, we draw 2 mana, that will help us a little bit. Still need to get to 21. We should be able to do that. even with this really bad hand that we have here. Barely 34. I think we should redraw this hand. We're not really gonna get a better chance to do it. I guess we can duplicate. Well, now this isn't a very good duplication. Do we want to level up? That guy's gonna add another one of those really irritating cleaves to my hand. Can't do anything about that. If I do this, while leveling up, there was another thing that said something. When leveling up, draw 2 cards. That might actually help us. So let's level up, and then hopefully we get mana. Okay, we did not get mana. That's not good. So I don't think we will be able to overpower him now. If my calculation is correct, we will break even. Yeah, we broke exactly even, which is fine, I guess. As long as he doesn't... Well, yeah, no, that's fine. He's gonna do that then anyway. Nothing we can do about that. Yeah, so there's that card. We have to pay 2 in order to get rid of it. Now we need to get to 35. How the hell are we gonna get to 35? Okay, well, we actually got there. Our hands so far have been quite bad. But we are still alive. Okay, 23, that shouldn't be any problem at all. The fact that armor doesn't go away is really good. Do I have any gear? No, I don't. Can maybe kill him this turn. The fact that gear doesn't cost anything to play is very good. Yeah, you don't like that, do you? That thing was really powerful. Let me see how many energies do I have. I've got 4, that's fine. I can meld those 4 together. I get to town again. After you shuffle your discard pile into your draw pile, add 6 attack power to your next action you play. That's not good. Duplicates the last obtained. Well, the last one that I obtained was this one. That I actually obtained, unless they mean this one or this one. But either way, I'm gonna take that one. Oh, so it duplicated this one. So then we got when you play an action, gear, or skill in the same turn. Action, gear, and skill in the same turn, gain 10 armor. That's very rare that that's gonna happen. And then end battle, restore 6 HP. That's very nice. That's very, very nice. Once again, I'm not sure what relics it removed now. I would have to go look at the replay to see which ones it removed. But anyway, doesn't matter too much. There's nothing we can do about it. Okay, so we made it another act. That's good. We didn't get any bones, unfortunately, so I won't be able to smelt any of my cards. Like, I want to smelt these, but it costs 20 bones, so unfortunately can't do any of that. We can infuse... Well, let's first look at the shop. Gain 1 might when fighting an elite or boss. Well, that's not very good. That one also is not very good. It costs 20 to reroll. 20 is not so much. When your HP is lower than 40%, gain 1 bravery. Oh, that's very good. Definitely take that one. Back scratcher. Lower than 40%. I mean, I'm lower than 40%. Well, I think 50% would be 25. Yeah, it's okay, but for 70 gold, I would rather want a relic that will give you a bonus always, instead of one that only gives you a bonus below a certain point. Are we gonna take this one again? Let's take this one. Initiate. I definitely want to put initiate on my mana cards because having initiate on them really helps. Or I can put initiate on that other card. Oh, second wind. Yeah, I can't put it on that one because I already enhanced it. Putting it on a mana card is fine. It ensures you have a little bit more mana at the beginning of the game. I guess that's fine. Oh, you can smelt this card with basic attack. Oh, but I don't have bones. Basic. I don't have the bones. Wow, it costs 5 bones. I don't have bloody 5 bones. Can you believe it? +1 cost, double its base attack power. Base attack power. Yeah, there's not really any card that I think would benefit from that. -1 a level. No. Exhaust cost comes 0. I used that on that other card, but I don't think there's any other exhaust. Well, this one already has exhaust. We can use it on this one. Because the exhaust is then inconsequential. Yeah, that's fine. How many? Oh, here we go. I almost wanted to say, how many rounds do you have to go before you reach like the end of an act? But apparently this is the end of the act. Unfortunately, I didn't know that it's the end of the act, so now, due to the actions which I took, like buying this thing was completely useless. And I didn't heal myself to full because I thought we would be able to play further, you know, so I made a couple of mistakes here that obviously I wasn't aware of because I didn't know that this will be the final boss. And how terrible is this opening hand? quite terrible. Look at that, we won't even be able to reach the amount that we need. Ugh, that's terrible. Okay, well in that case I'm gonna approach that fight differently. Okay, so we can't overpower him. Let's see what cards we gain when we level up. Okay, we didn't gain any mana. Sometimes if you level up, you can maybe gain mana. You draw a mana card, but I didn't even gain that. So now the most damage we're gonna be able to do is gonna be 12. Which means I'm gonna take 19 damage, which is obviously unacceptable. So we're gonna have to approach that one differently. It's not looking good so far. But yeah, the best we can do this turn is just avoid as much damage as possible, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna take 8 damage. I'm gonna take 3 damage. So I can gain 1 mana and lose 3 HP. I think that's fine. It's a really unlucky opening hand. Okay, 100. We're never gonna reach 100. Choose one equipped gear. Well, I don't. Well, I can do this one. So we're not going to do anything right now. I'm going to get a whole bunch of deep cuts. Adjacent cards become wounded, decrease 1 countdown token on the enemy. Okay, so it works the same as that other boss that we almost lost to, except it also reduces his countdown cooldown, which is inflict 30 damage, which is basically gonna kill me in 1 hit, but what can you do? So we can level up here and then equip this gear. Should we do that? This is a good hand. A very good hand. I could use this card as an extra card for the second wind. In fact, I could actually duplicate the second wind. That would actually be very good. Even though you're duplicating a card that will have exhaust on it. But still, second wind is a very good card. Hopefully I get a lot of mana. I didn't get a lot of mana, unfortunately. Okay, well, I'm empowering him already, which is good. I can also gain armor, which I'm gonna need a lot of. And I can also weaken him. Holy crap, he added another 4. Even though I overpowered him. Okay, now this is gonna be rough. Okay, so he's gonna deal 26. But this will be 10, 17, 14. It's 31. So if I do this one and this one, I should be able to get him to overpower him. The question is just, do I want to level up? I think I do want to level up. Then I will draw 2 additional cards and then I can do a second wind. And then I just hope I get a lot of mana. Come on, mana cards. Okay, didn't get a single mana card. Can you believe that? That is diabolical. Okay, I'm having a really bad luck with this fight. And here we go, this is what I wanted. This item is gonna help us quite a lot. Because this allows us to stack the injure really high. But that adds 2 injure. This adds 3 injure. And this adds 4 injure. Just like that, his damage went down and I didn't actually even deal any direct damage to him. Now I need to keep an excess amount of mana for when you're actually gonna need it. Why did I just gain defense? Oh, when you play an action, skill and gear. Oh, I need to remember that. That's actually going to be very useful. Okay, that's it. I don't need to do anything more. I'm gonna keep as much mana as possible. I just lost a bunch of cards. Oh, those cards are fleeting. I forgot about that. The cards that are created by this are fleeting cards. Forgot about that. I'm gonna lose 1 mana. I might want to use that mana. Deal fair amount more damage. Let's do that. Okay, well that doesn't help me. So that's fine. I'm just gonna stick with the 2 mana. As long as I can keep the injure stacked very high, then this guy won't be able to beat us. You can see the 35 injure on him, plus the 8 means he would have done 43 damage, but instead he's only doing 8 damage. So injure is a really strong mechanic in this game. Just thinking what we want to do here. Can I have more injure, please, sir? Why, yes you can. Okay, he's adding more deep cuts. We have the mana to counter it, but he's gonna hit us with 30 damage in just a second. Okay, so here I want to play an action, a gear, and a skill. Unfortunately, I don't have a gear. I would like to play this one while this one is on 0, but I'm not going to be able to do that. Okay, so he's gonna hit us the next turn with 30 damage. And he's dead. And I gained another 10 armor. So yeah, that's it, you're dead. I mean, we can see him hitting us with 30 damage, but it won't do anything. Come on, aren't you gonna hit us? Come on, hit me. Okay, it goes into -1 and then nothing happens, so I guess we can just kill him. Yeah, so we had a really terrible start on that fight, but we fortunately made it. Loots? Where's our loots? Well, it didn't show any loots. Then we unlock a new character. We unlock new cards. New relic. What's this? Legacy points. Can always reset. Unlock the perk system. Unlocks the perk system which provides helper abilities that can be used once per battle. Helper abilities. Antique Shop now has an additional slot for both perks and relics for sale. New cards, heavy attack and quick attack cards. The blacksmith may now fuse heavy attack and quick attack cards. Fuse focused attack with basic attack to create heavy attack. Okay. Card. Reroll. Can reroll a card reward after combat one time. So is that one time after every combat or only one? I mean, I would like to test that out to see if it is after every combat or only once. Random rarity card stock. Wandering Merchant now offers an additional random rarity card for purchase. I think we will take that one. And then as you go down the list over here, you can see there's a couple more things, obviously, to make your future runs a little bit easier for the most part. That's basically what these things usually do. They make your life easier. Just like in Slay the Spire or anything like that, your run will become easier the longer you play and the more stuff you unlock. So yeah, that's that was our first run and actually a successful run. I learned a lot from the mistakes that I made on that first one. And now we also have the pyrotech unlocked. So if we do a run, we now can select the pyrotech. And there's also hazard levels. Does it actually say what the hazard levels do? Add one curse card to your starting deck. Garlic bread only restores 60%. Encounter new monsters and transform your event nodes into challenge nodes. After leaving the outpost, the prices of the card removal service and rerolls are more expensive. Normal enemies as well as elites and bosses now deal more attack power. So yeah, you can basically go up, and then if you make it through an entire run on Hazard 1, then you can go to Hazard 2, I'm assuming. And then, yeah, so this is the class that we just unlocked. Then let's just have a look at the compendium. So it shows you all of the cards here that you haven't yet unlocked. There's quite a few cards that you still need to unlock. I'm assuming you can actually unlock these and that they aren't just like placeholders or anything like that during early access, you know, because that would be pretty shitty. And nothing is being shown over here yet, so I guess we have to first start a run with a pyrotech. And then over here as well, quite a considerable amount of cards that are not yet showing. And then here's all of the curses. And then all of the different relics. So yeah, I think obviously I've played enough of the game. Let's just alt-tab here. Unfortunately, the music is going to fall away when we alt-tab, but that is just one of the issues with the game. So I honestly don't usually like these games. Well, I don't like these games full stop. I should say I'm not a player who likes having their progress reset constantly and stuff like that. It's just not one of the game genres that I enjoy. But I like this game. Slay the Spire, I've got a big amount of playtime on. Why doesn't it show? Have a look over here. 270 hours in Slay the Spire. I actually saw they announced Slay the Spire 2 recently, which I'm definitely going to try. But like I say, honestly, I don't really enjoy these types of games too much. It's not something that I would just sit and play, to be honest. Like when I'm looking for a game to play, I really don't play rogue-lite games normally. I'm looking for the other game that I played. It was maybe around December. Have a look here. Yeah, Hunter Moon. So I reviewed and played this game in November, actually. And I liked this game. This game also did a lot of interesting things. You can see my review on the channel. This one is also, oh no, this one isn't even in early access. This is a full release game. You can definitely check this one out. In the end, I did recommend this game after doing my review. So this is a game that I can recommend. I think this one is $25. Hunter's Moon, I think, is $25. And then, obviously, in addition to this game, there's like Slay the Spire. There's also Obelisk, something about Obelisk. Obelisk? How do you spell Obelisk? Obelisk. There we go. Why? It just came up. Obelisk. Where the hell? Literally just came up when I did the search. Maybe if we do a search for card battler. So yeah, there's the Hunter Moon game, which I can recommend. Don't think this one was a card battler game. Oh, apparently it is. I might have reviewed this one. I don't remember it. Yes, I think I did review this one. Oh yes, yes, yes. I remember this design of the cards. So you can probably find that review on my channel. I remember this game. You can see I only played it like an hour and a half, so that is more or less the amount of time that I would normally play a game to review it, even though this one today I'm at 4 hours almost, but in any way. Arcanium is another one that I have played and reviewed. But this is more like just a traditional card game. It's not really the same as this game that we just played. Deck of Ashes is another one that I have played and reviewed. I remember I definitely have a review of this one on my channel. I didn't recommend it. I can't remember why, but yeah, I haven't played it in quite some time, 5 years almost. So, but yeah, I guess you can go watch my review of it on my channel if you want to, if you are interested in more of these types of card type games. Across the Obelisk, oh, OBE. I thought it was OBI to spell Obelisk. Anyway, this is another game which is fine. This one doesn't really do anything unique for the most part. It's just a real Slay the Spire clone. Not that there's anything wrong with being a clone, as long as you're still a fun game. This one is fine. It's a fine game. Nothing terrible about this game. This one is not like a solo. This one is more like Darkest Dungeon. So in Darkest Dungeon, you have multiple characters. Whereas in this game that we just looked at, you only have one character. Griftlands is actually a game that I really enjoyed. I remember this game, and I still haven't played this game finished yet. This is once again, you have a party. It's still a card game, but you have a party in this one. But I actually really liked Griftlands. I think I did do a review of it on my channel. And then there's a bunch of other ones. I have done reviews for most of these. I don't think I've ever done a review of Slay the Spire as far as I can remember, but I might have done gameplay of it. Tainted Grail is very good. I really liked Tainted Grail. I think I did review Tainted Grail. The graphics of Tainted Grail and the monster design is very good in Tainted Grail. So this is another game that I would recommend. So yeah, there's a lot of these types of games that I have played, but honestly, I don't go out of my way to play them. I'm not a fan of meta progression. I'm not a fan of rogue-lite games. I much prefer just a normal game where you make progress and your progress isn't constantly reset. That's really what I prefer. Whereas in rogue-lite games, your progress is constantly reset. But yeah, I can recommend this game. I actually like this game. There's a bunch of really cool mechanics in this game, like the way how armor works, like the way how attacking works, where if you can do more damage than your opponent, then you won't take any damage. I really like that mechanic. There's a lot of interesting things in this game. With that being said, the description on a lot of the cards are completely wrong and misleading. So the developers really need to sort out the wording on the cards, because a lot of the cards don't make sense. They aren't uniformly named. So can I search the description? So what I mean is, let me find that card that I was talking about. So this one. Exhaust an adjacent card and add 5 attack power to this card. So it doesn't say this turn, and yet it is only for this turn. So this card should say this turn. So there is text missing on the card. Whereas other cards, if I can find them, where's that other card? This one. This one says this battle. So you know that this card will only gain power for this battle. Whereas the other card doesn't say that. And then there are some cards like this one that says this turn, and others that gain power only this turn. So some of the cards, like this one for instance, and there was another one also that I found, that are not named correctly. Their descriptions are not correct. So that is something definitely that the developers need to look at. And also there were a couple of relics as well that just doesn't, it's not clear enough. It doesn't make sense. the text on the item or the text on the relic or the text on the card isn't clear enough. So the developers really need to work on the descriptions and the tooltips of the cards, the items, and the relics in the game. But honestly, for $20, I think this is a fine game. For $20, I mean, Slay the Spire is $25, and I think this game is actually very good. This game does a lot of unique things that Slay the Spire doesn't do. So is it necessarily better than Slay the Spire? I don't know. I really can't say. I mean, I've got 270 hours in Slay the Spire. Honestly, I think this game is a good competitor to Slay the Spire. It does enough unique things to differentiate it from Slay the Spire. So I think this game, you can play this game for 100 hours and you can play Slay the Spire for 100 hours and you can enjoy both of them. It's not necessarily that this game is a replacement for Slay the Spire, because this game's combat system works completely differently than what Slay the Spire's combat system works. So that already, if you don't like the combat system, that already will make a big difference, you know? But I like this game. I like this game. And I don't like roguelite games. So me saying that I like this game actually means a lot more than what it would mean on a normal game. But yeah, I like this game. I can recommend this game for $20. I think it's a good card battler game. If you're looking for a card battler game that is not Slay the Spire, but is perhaps in certain aspects better and in other aspects worse, like the text, the descriptions and stuff like that, then I can definitely recommend this game. And I mean, this game is still in early access. Now, that doesn't matter to me. I don't care if a game is in early access or not. If a game asks $20, then the game has to be worth $20. Doesn't matter if it's in early access or not. I always review a game based on the price and what it offers. I don't care about early access. But that being said, the fact that this game is in early access and is costing $20 and can already get my recommendation is very good, because that means in the future, if the developers add more content to the game, then the game will just be so much better for the extra content and extra polish and all of that kind of stuff, you know. So that's good. I honestly like the game. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for today. As always, thanks to the developers for sending me a code for this game. In the instances where a developer does not send me a code for a game, I very much rely on you guys and your support on patreon.com/LFP to support my reviews. I spend probably like $200 a month on games for the reviews on my channel, and I wouldn't be able to do that if it wasn't for the support on Patreon. So if you want to see more game reviews, then that's the best way to allow me and enable me to do more game reviews for you guys. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.